Hey y'all, we have liver and onions and mashed rutabaga. So if you want to see how I made my liver and onions, stay tuned. It's going to be delicious. Hey, welcome to my channel where I've lost 175 pounds with keto and carnivore. Thank you for watching. Okay, y'all, it's time. We're going to do our liver and onions. So I've got about a 1/4 cup of avocado oil. I wanted to finish this off. I'm going to heat that up real good. And while that's heating up, we're going to move to the other side and do some stuff. I have my livers. And from what I've heard, you need to rinse them off a lot to kind of get the flavor, that metallic flavor that so many people dislike. You have to rinse them pretty well. And I did already when I cut them off. Oh, whoa, now come back here, fella. Oh, man, well, I lost one. I'm not pulling it out. It's down in my sink. I'm not pulling it out. So, because these were free, I didn't spend no money. We're just doing this to see how they taste. So, all right, I've rinsed them off real good. Now let me wash my hands. I forgot to make this in a paper form, so I'm using my iPad. So I'm gonna put liver in dish with high sides, salt, pepper each side. Sprinkle protein powder and Parmesan on each side. So, where did my tongs go? I don't really have the same kind of layout as. So, this recipe I got from Brenda Gant. She's on YouTube and Facebook. You can look for her. So evidently there's some people who have stolen her identity or stolen her channel, and they make videos under her name. But she evidently, I think she's got like a blue or black check mark, something like that. I don't really know. But anyway, I follow her, and she does a lot of down home, original, just Alabama Southern cooking. So, you can watch these channels as long as they don't trigger you and see what things you want to do and how you can make them match your way of eating. So, there's that. It's just still soppy in there. So, hang on, I'm going to try something. I have some unflavored protein powder from Walmart, and I'm going to try a 1/2 scoop first, just so I can see if it's enough. It might not be, but I'm going to try a 1/2 scoop first, and then we're going to do some Parmesan. Let's see. So first, protein powder. I'll try 1/2 scoop. Okay, I'm gonna zero this out. There's a big clump in there. So, all right. Let's see how much that was. 17 grams. Okay, hang on. Let me get a glove. You knew I wasn't going to be touching this stuff. Not without the water running on my hands. I think that's actually going to be plenty of toppings. not sticking a whole lot. So it's not going to be as breaded as what I was hoping, but that's all right. It'll have a little breading. Did I say anything about what to do with it? Salt, pepper each side. Doesn't say to like how to get the powder to the stuff to stick, the flour. Maybe hers just stuck for her really good. Mine's kind of, let's try something different. Hold on, y'all. Let's try it this way. Let's try just putting a piece out and a piece out. And let's try just putting a little protein powder on it this way. And see what happens. This protein powder just might not stick. Nope, that's better. I think it was because it was so wet and it was sticking to the water down in the bottom of that bowl. So that was the problem. Because there's so much water in that bowl. So now that it's dried off, the protein powder is sticking better. Alright, I approve of that. So, pull out another one. Because you can clearly see there's no protein powder that's stuck to that. Or Parmesan. So we won't count the Parmesan because there's just nothing, none of it stuck. We won't count, we'll consider this the half scoop. And it might end up being a little more than a half scoop. We will see. We don't know unless we try. So that definitely made a difference. Pulling it out of that wet liquid. Because it's all right at the bottom of it. It's all still sticking down at the bottom. Last one. Okay. All right. So the key is to have them be dry. Because, yeah, you can see all that stuff at the bottom. So no Parmesan. So we're going to scratch that off. So that did not work. So here we have them. And the instructions I have is gently place livers into hot fat. Don't touch till brown on bottom side. Use spatula to flip each piece. And then add onions to the top of livers. Spread evenly and cover. So first we're going to put them in and brown the bottom side. One, two, yeah, as they're touching each other, they're getting more wet and it's pulling off the protein powder. So that's an issue. You want to, next time, I'm going to lose some of this protein powder from them. Because they're such a wet piece of meat. But that's okay. We're learning. We are learning. Come on, fella. I need just one more room for one more. Maybe I can get it in there. Come on. Alright. Now we're going to leave them in until they're brown on that bottom side. I'm going to put some of the rest of that protein powder down in there just to have a little bit of... I'll be able to use it in my roux. Okay. We'll go have another pancake turner. Nope, I gotta use the one for my egg this morning. That's something I need to pick up a couple of. What's that, buddy? I need to pick up some pancake turners because I broke one last week. Alright, so when I flip them, what's it say? Hang on here. Alright. Don't touch the brown on bottom side. Use spatula to flip each piece. Add onions on top of livers. Cover, turn temperature way down till liver is brown. Alright. I don't know where my lid, my favorite lid is. Let's see. Ooh, that looks pretty. Come on now. Come on, fella. Get down in there. Okay. Now we're going to put our onion. Turn it down to 3, she said. And then we're going to put some onions on it. Where's my onion? Oh, here they are. And then I got to find my lid. So I'll put some onions on it. This is why I needed those onions in this little stringy form and not in the chopped form. Spread them evenly, and then I have to cover it. So I need to find my lid for a couple of minutes. Where's my lid? Where's my lid? Look out, boy. Oh, here. Now turn it down, and then we cover it for a few minutes until the things are done. Hold on, I'll tell you about. Let's check it in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we do not want to overcook the livers, so I'm going to use my spatula and pull them back out. And then I turn the heat back up and I saute the onions until they're done. And then I pull the onions out. This smells good. And then I pull the onions out and then I make like a roux or a gravy out of the stuff that's on the bottom. This makes me almost want to try cow tongue. Maybe not 100%, but it makes me think I might want to be brave enough to try it. So now I turn the temp back up. I'm going to saute these onions. Look at them. They look good. I kind of want to taste. They'll burn me, but hang on. No, I better not. Ow. Okay, I'll wait. So now I turn my temp back up to 6, I think, or 5. I usually keep mine on 5. So now I'm going to saute these onions. And then when they're all wilty and brown, I'll get back to you and we will make ourselves some gravy to go over it. Y'all, I'm such a messy Marvin. This is a brand new shirt. I don't know what I was thinking. I ended up putting it on like a numbskull. And I have splashed out stuff on it already. I mean, ugh. Sometimes I want to just smack myself, but the fortunate thing is I was so cold all the time last year that I could not wear a short sleeve shirt at work. It's one of my work shirts, but you know, a t-shirt I got from work, and like I said, it's cold enough there that I've never been able to wear short sleeves, but well, I did back in the day. Okay, so now we're going to use 2 tablespoons of heavy cream and a little bit of water and some Glucomannan. So heavy cream's in my freezer. I'm going to drop in 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. That's almost like fried ice cream. See, times like this, you just need your frozen heavy cream, and it's not going bad in your refrigerator if you don't use it very often. Yes. And kind of move it around and let it melt. We'll add a little bit of water too as soon as this melts. Let me get a cup of water. Hang on. I feel like it's going to need a little more salt and pepper. So let me get that. I'm just going to use black pepper. And I think I forgot the Glucomannan, but I'm okay. I don't need it right now. Salt. Whoa, fake salt. I'm going to add some water. You could add broth if you wanted. I don't need like tons of gravy, but I need it to get up on this side here. There we go. So now I'm just going to do it and let it reduce. But I'm going to get the Glucomannan. I tend to get a little carried away with the Glucomannan. So I'm going to just do some right now. And then I'm just going to let it simmer and reduce and hang on, my back's itching, sorry. I'll let it simmer and reduce a little while and see how that goes. So I'll come back to you in about 5 minutes. So I'm still working on thickening up the gravy. I think it's been about 10 minutes now. What I want to tell you is it was 10 ounces of liver, about 150 grams of the onion, and then I have in the protein powder and heavy cream. So this is going to make 2 servings, and each serving will be 636 calories, 48 protein, and 14 carbs, and 40 fat. So I did not know, and it's okay, I'm not going to cry about it. The liver is higher carb. So 10 ounces of liver, like all of it, was 14 carbs. So evidently liver is higher carb than muscle meat, which makes sense. I mean, the liver is what processes a lot of things. So anyway, this is thickening up better. I'm liking it. So 636 calories, 48 protein, 14 carbs, and 40.9 fat. So that's what each serving will be. I'll have it in there. I'll have it down in the description, like exactly what I used, the amounts and everything. So, and then the macros for what I made. So, all right, I'm satisfied with that thickness. So now we're going to serve it up. So I've got my liver and I've got a side of Rutabaga. I'm going to drizzle some of the gravy over it. I'm probably going to need a sharp knife. Hang on. Trying to get to a better spot. Let me zoom in so you can see me cutting it. Okay. So let's cut into it and see how it looks inside. Oh, that's pretty. I'll show you just a second. Okay, so that's how it looks on the inside. Pink. So that's good. It's not overdone. I'm just going to take a bite. I haven't had this in I was probably about 10 years old when I was hanging out with my cousin and going to his mama's house across the street. So we're talking 40 years. It's all right. Tastes like what I remember it to taste like. There's Rutabaga. All right then. Will I make it again? Probably not. Would I go out to eat to order it? No. But it ain't terrible. Well, maybe I would make it again. Maybe we better just have one more bite to double check. Let's get some rutabaga and the liver and onion. One more bite, just to make sure there's no bugs in it. Wait a minute, that's a big piece. Hold on. I think maybe I would eat this again. You know, I tell y'all if I wouldn't, but it's just a different taste than, you know, the usual meat that I eat, so. With that rutabaga in the bite, it takes it to a whole different level. Yeah. All right. My coworker said I'm not allowed to bring it to work. None of them want a bite, but what do they know? They don't know nothing. So this will be my supper. This will be my supper for today. It's Sunday, so this will be my supper for today. So, all right. Have a good day. Thanks for watching Liver and Onions.